Good morning.
Good energy.
Today we gon' spread
Good energy.
Today we gon' share
Good energy.
I go to work.
Today gon' be a great day.
Good
Wake
energy.
up, thank God, drink water, meditate.
Good
First
energy.
5 minutes will dictate your whole day.
Good
All
energy.
about that positivity and raising up your frequency.
Good
If you
energy.
negative, you will get removed immediately.
Good
Say
energy.
eat clean, alkaline, nourishing.
Good
What you
energy.
put in your body's important for your energy.
Good
If you're
energy.
Debbie Downer, this is probably what you hate to see.
Good
But
energy.
if you not, need to share this repeatedly.
Good
Good energy. Woo, woo. Good energy. Woo, woo. Good energy. Spread that.
Good energy.
Share that.
Be impeccable with your word, huh? God first, huh? Get back, go and serve, huh? Live your purpose, read more just to elevate. Never quit, run your wrist together, never separate. Gratitude every day.
Good energy. Today gon' be a great day. Good energy. Today gon' be a great day. Good energy. Today gon' be a great day. Good energy. 'Cause we got good.
Good energy. Good morning.
Good energy.
Today we gon' spread
Good energy.
Today we gon' share
Good energy.
I go to work.
Today gon' be a great day.
Good
Wake
energy.
up, thank God, drink water, meditate.
Good
First
energy.
5 minutes will dictate your whole day.
Good
All
energy.
about that positivity and raising up your frequency.
Good
If you
energy.
negative, you will get removed immediately.
Good
Say
energy.
eat clean, alkaline, nourishing.
Good
What you
energy.
put in your body's important for your energy.
Good
If you're
energy.
Debbie Downer, this is probably what you hate to see.
Good
But
energy.
if you not, need to share this repeatedly.
Good
Good
energy.
energy. Woo, woo. Good energy. Woo, woo. Good energy. Spread that.
Good energy.
Share that.
Be impeccable with your word, huh? God first, huh? Get back, go and serve, huh? Live your purpose, read more just to elevate. Never quit, run your wrist together, never separate. Gratitude every day.
Good energy. Today gon' be a great day. Good energy. Today gon' be a great day. Good energy. Today gon' be a great day. Good energy. 'Cause we got good.
Good energy. Good morning.
Good energy.
Today we gon' spread
Good energy.
Today we gon' share
Good energy.
I go to work.
Today gon' be a great day.
Good
Wake
energy.
up, thank God, drink water, meditate.
Good
First
energy.
5 minutes will dictate your whole day.
Good
All
energy.
about that positivity and raising up your frequency.
Good
If you
energy.
negative, you will get removed immediately.
Good
Say
energy.
eat clean, alkaline, nourishing.
Good
What you
energy.
put in your body's important for your energy.
Good
If you're
energy.
Debbie Downer, this is probably what you hate to see.
Good
But
energy.
if you not, need to share this repeatedly.
Good
Good
energy.
energy. Woo, woo. Good energy. Woo, woo. Good energy. Spread that.
Good energy.
Share that.
Be impeccable with your word, huh? God first, huh? Get back, go and serve, huh? Live your purpose, read more just to elevate. Never quit, run your wrist together, never separate. Gratitude every day.
Good energy. Today gon' be a great day. Good energy. Today gon' be a great day. Good energy. Today gon' be a great day. Good energy. 'Cause we got good.
Good energy. Good morning.
Good energy.
Today we gon' spread
Good energy.
Today we gon' share
Good energy.
I go to work.
Today gon' be a great day.
Good
Wake
energy.
up, thank God, drink water, meditate.
Good
First
energy.
5 minutes will dictate your whole day.
Good
All
energy.
about that positivity and raising up your frequency.
Good
If you
energy.
negative, you will get removed immediately.
Good
Say
energy.
eat clean, alkaline, nourishing.
Good
What you
energy.
put in your body's important for your energy.
Good
If you're
energy.
Debbie Downer, this is probably what you hate to see.
Good
But
energy.
if you not, need to share this repeatedly.
Good
Good energy. Woo, woo. Good energy. Woo, woo. Good energy. Spread that.
Good energy.
Share that.
Be impeccable with your word, huh? God first, huh? Get back, go and serve, huh? Live your purpose, read more just to elevate. Never quit, run your wrist together, never separate. Gratitude every day.
Good energy. Today gon' be a great day. Good energy. Today gon' be a great day. Good energy. Today gon' be a great day. Good energy. 'Cause we got good.
Good energy. Good morning.
Good energy.
Today we gon' spread
Good energy.
Today we gon' share
Good energy.
I go to work.
Today gon' be a great day.
Good
Wake
energy.
up, thank God, drink water, meditate.
Good
First
energy.
5 minutes will dictate your whole day.
Good
All
energy.
about that positivity and raising up your frequency.
Good
If you
energy.
negative, you will get removed immediately.
Good
Say
energy.
eat clean, alkaline, nourishing.
Good
What you
energy.
put in your body's important for your energy.
Good
If you're
energy.
Debbie Downer, this is probably what you hate to see.
Good
But
energy.
if you not, need to share this repeatedly.
Good
Good energy. Woo, woo. Good energy. Woo,
Hey guys. Woo! Love and Marriage.
Welcome,
4,
guys.
Episode 5. If you're in the chat tonight, hit us with a happy Tuesday.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Let us know how we sound. Let us know you're in the building. We appreciate you guys being with us. Woo!
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
It's working.
Yes.
We are gonna talk about love and marriage. Well, you go ahead. You go ahead, Sugar.
All right, guys. Welcome to the chats, our Tuesday night service. Amen. If you guys don't know who we are, my name is Suga, and this is my very best friend.
Spice.
And today we'll be reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 4, episode 5. So yeah, let's get
Let's
into
jump
it.
right into it.
So we meet back up with Kiki and Tisha, really not talking about much of anything of substance. They're just going back and forth. They're really just going in circles at this point. And Kiki is reiterating, well, back when you did what you did in 1937. And it's like, okay, girl, we're not going to get anything accomplished if you keep bringing up something from 5 years ago. You're talking about we both are dealing with things from the past.
No,
and
we're
it's like
not,
her
sis.
past was last week.
Mhm.
Your past was 5 years ago. So what are we talking about?
Exactly. And I already apologized to you for it. We squashed it. We discussed it. We moved on from it. But now when I bring up something that you did that I feel is shady, all of a sudden you got to bring up something that I did 4 or 5 years ago and try and make it seem like it's on an even playing field. Like, oh, well, no, we straight. This is my get back. So we good. Like, no, it's not.
It's not.
Like, that's not how friendship and family works. Like, what are you talking about, Kiki?
Yeah, that whole situation made absolutely no sense to me.
And then she rolled up talking about you could talk to Kimmy about me, but I can't talk to Mel about you, girl. You know dang on well that's not the
I
same
was just
thing.
about to say that is not the
Not
same
the
thing.
same-
Stop playing.
If I'm talking to Kimmy about how I'm upset about the conversation we just had versus you going to Mel about my marriage and the ins and outs of my marriage and my personal business, like, you know dang on well, Kiki, that is not the same thing
At all.
Stop. Like, she really trying to play dumb. She really trying to skirt around all these ways to escape accountability. It's really not
And
right.
keep saying we need to figure out a way. We need to. It's like, girl,
Like, how
this
she
is
trying to
literally
share the responsibility of trying to fix this situation. Like, she doesn't want to be held responsible at all. She's like, it's us.
We
need
this.
to figure out how we could get on a better footing. Like, girl, you're the one who violated.
How's that? So really, there was no resolve. It was just Tisha walking away, and I would have did the same thing because what do you want me to do, girl? After I apologize about something from 5 years ago, we're not going to keep talking about this in an effort for you to avoid accountability.
She said, I cried about it. I apologized about it. We had dinner. We was on the phone. I reiterated to you again. Like, I don't know what else more you want.
What you want her? You want her to get Ruben Studdard to sing "Sorry 2004"? Like, what do you want?
And she's just like, still ain't enough. I'm like, girl, like, then get out of here. Like,
you're really just bringing that up to avoid accountability. That's really all it is. You don't care about whatever from 1998. Like, you know what you're doing, Kiki. But we're moving on.
Oh yes. Wait, before we move on, I just thought it was interesting how Tisha said that if we wasn't family, we wouldn't be. I thought that was just.
I rolled my eyes
when she threw that in there,
hard. So hard, I rolled my eyes.
Oh, hey DJ, you made it! Happy Tuesday.
I'm like, okay,
that was funny.
Okay, Kimmy.
Said that, right?
If we wasn't.
When she said that, I
you were so hurt and heartbroken when Kimmy said it. Now you could just blurt it out to the next person.
It, like, I was just like, oh wow.
Hey DJ, you made the line.
You made it. You made it.
Everybody on the show gets on my nerves.
Yeah, but Tisha is right in how she feels right now. But I just thought it was just interesting because I really do feel like Tisha is getting a taste of her own medicine. 10 toes down, Tisha is getting a taste of her own medicine. Like, now you know how it feels. You know how it feels when somebody just won't let something go. It's the most frustrating thing ever.
And that's what she was doing.
That's so girl.
Just hanging on and stuff.
That's it.
From 20 years ago.
Come on. Can't never move on. But We moving on.
Right. Onward to Martell and Marceau. Martell says he has a business proposition for Marceau. Really, it's just him wanting to get back into school. It's not a business proposition.
Oh,
I want some of that money's back. I want that company back.
Before we get into that, can we play the mini violin about this dang book signing for the 100th time? I can't. Martell is gonna milk this and he can't milk. What are we, episode 5? We're still
Forever.
And it's the fact that he really is manipulating people. Like Marceau really is like, oh my God,
Why didn't she bring them back? So she's using the
not
kids
the
as a
babies,
pawn.
not the babies. I was just like, wow, Martell, wow.
But I would expect Marceau to agree with him because he's a toxic narcissist too. So,
but also Martell didn't put it into context.
At
Martell
all.
really tried to make it seem like it was on some like.
But even
I
when
gave her
Martell
so
was
much
like, I guess she was saying it was her, as if you didn't know.
Oh my
I
God.
guess she was saying like it was her week, and he literally said, I almost have to respect that.
You caught that, right? You almost have to respect that. No, you need to respect that.
You fully have to respect
You
that.
100% have to respect
Not
that.
almost.
And then when he brought up the communicating through email, I was like, Mel know what she doing.
Yeah.
Mel
sure.
knows that Martell's trying to act like, because I want to get this documented. You know, it was not your idea for y'all to be talking through email.
You can't have a regular. It's like, that's why I'm like, Marcel, why are you even surprised? You've been on vacation with them and it had multiple blow-ups on one vacation. You've been around them at events and seen blow-ups. So why are you surprised that they're communicating by email? How do you want them to communicate?
Absolutely. There's no other way to get it done. Like, not at least not in a healthy way. So next thing you know,
Martell brings up his wine debut.
mm-hmm.
And he's basically saying, it's going to be an Atlanta boys trip.
Mm-hmm.
No, not that kind of boys trip. Not that kind of boys trip.
You're going to be reading the Bible and doing Bible study.
Child.
It's not a funny joke.
It's
But
not.
if y'all want to keep joking about
I
y'all
guess.
marriages like this, like, I hope the women think it's funny because I don't think it's funny at all.
So Marceau goes into his little confessional, Tisha's opinion in my life is number one at the top of the list.
I can't handle it.
I trust her. She trusts me. Without trust, what do we have? Anyone? Nothing. I'm like, Marceau, he's just putting on a whole
marriage
show.
without trust?
Now, right, piggybacking off of that confessional is hilarious. Editing is messy. They're really funny.
Yeah.
Because then they go into the conversation about them, Martell getting back into the business, and Martell is saying, I really want to get back into the business. I think it would be great for us, such and so forth. And Marceau's like, Martell's like, I know you have to talk to Tisha first, but I can tell you what I think right now. I can tell you right now what I think. But her opinion is absolutely numero uno, number one. You got it. I feel like this was messed up because now you're telling Marceau your thoughts. Like, I would love for you to get in. I would absolutely love it. Because now if Tisha says no, he knows it's coming straight from her. It's not a joint decision.
Yeah.
And you're basically throwing her under the bus like, hey, man, I would. But Tisha.
No, that's not cool. And then even without that, like, in addition to that, it's just, how Marcel has moved. Like, why do you have to even like give definitives? Like, it was good to present the project that you guys could work on and y'all could do a trial. That was good, but it should have just been left at that.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't need to be nothing else going, like, in addition to that. But Marcel did press him like, so but you, how do you feel? Like, really trying to get a good idea. And it's just like, if Marcel would just get his builder's license, he wouldn't be having to go back to everybody with his tail between his legs.
I'm just assuming at this point that you've tried and failed, because it seems like you're like avoiding it almost at this point.
Gotta be.
I don't know,
man. So, but I definitely don't think they should be going into business together.
I don't think so either.
I don't know.
Marcel, they're too messy. Both of them are two messy queens.
Oh yeah.
And it always goes left concerning those two. So it's a no. It's a no for me.
No for me. And then we move on to Kimmy and Maurice. I mean,
there wasn't really much.
Not much happens here,
except for another cringy confessional.
Ooh, yes, very
very
much so.
if you watched any of our other videos, you saw how we were talking about how the relationship between Maurice and Kimmy is kind of getting a little weird, and they're getting a little cringy in their confessional, and their confessional was super cringy. It was like, ooh, I'm so turned on when he uses his hands. He's a super hot boy. And it was like,
very weird.
am I watching The Weirdos, or am I watching?
Yeah, it's really forced. Really forced. I mean, we get a foreshadowing moment pretty much, because Maurice tells Kimmy that, you telling me about this drama between Kiki and Tisha, be prepared to be involved in the drama between Kiki, Tisha, and Wanda.
Yep.
So we already know what's about to go down in the future episodes.
Maurice suggested that Tisha, Kiki, and Wanda need to have a sit-down conversation as if Wanda's some kind of mediator, and that is the dumbest idea I've ever heard.
I don't get that.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know how that's gonna happen. But y'all go off. If I was Kimmy, I wouldn't want to be there for Nathan. DJ says, have you seen any of Tisha and Marcel live streams? Honestly, I may have seen one of them a long time ago. I seen one of Marcel's like a few months ago where he was talking about like the allegations about the side child, but I mean, no, not really. What's going on with these live streams?
What's the tea?
Yeah, what's the tea?
The only live stream I've ever seen is Marcel when they were saying he was drunk and he was saying something about, I think he said Tisha cheated on him or something.
I remember seeing something like that along those lines. Yeah, because Tisha and Marcel is that's a whole nother something.
Again, these episodes are not giving much.
No, not much. Not much.
I feel like all this manufactured beef is,
I feel like I gotta bring Kiki in the mix. And Kiki ain't coming with nothing. Like 5 years ago.
An argument about nothing.
DJ says him and Tisha seem united on all fronts.
I mean,
you know what? I feel like she wants to show that kind of like, stance, but I feel like behind closed doors, it's really getting to her.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like she's starting to act out. Like you see how she's like putting her foot down when it comes to her mom more. And she's not asking, she's telling Marcel, like, my mom's going to be watching you and shadowing, and she's going to be coming to this event. It's no asking anymore. And Tisha's starting to get fed up. So Marcel better start acting right, because it really does seem like Tisha's getting pushed to that point.
Tisha is like, she kind of gives me like, in front of the world, I'm going to present a united front. I'm going to say, oh no, yeah, I trust my husband 100%. But then when they got behind closed doors, even when they're filming, you see her slowly like, so do you have a secret house, or what's going on with that? Because it's like, if you trusted him 100%, if you had absolutely no doubts, you wouldn't even be questioning him. You wouldn't be asking him nothing. You would just believe that he wouldn't do something like that. So I mean, what's she gonna do? Sit up there and be on a live with him, like, I
know, like, she's choosing to stay. So I mean, you might as well be united if you're gonna stay. Hey, Desandra.
I think they trying to collaborate and get Mel off the show.
I mean, yeah, Mel is not really messing with Tisha, Martell, Destiny, or Marcel. So I don't know. Maybe.
I just feel like Mel has such a huge fan base at this point that's not even possible.
I don't think they could have a show without her. I mean, if anything, Mel will have that show and a spinoff before they get her kicked off the show. Like she is the show for the most part, in my opinion. So
if they take Mel off the show, would y'all watch a show with just Tisha, the remaining cast?
Kimmy and Tiffany and Destiny? Like what? No. Destiny, we move on. Destiny sees Maurice about her credit, and I feel like, Destiny is really trying to let us in. She's trying her best to really give us more of an understanding of where she's at in life and what is going on with her, which I appreciate, but I almost kind of feel like it's a little too late.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like,
because at this point, do we really care?
I mean, You know,
if
it's
we
like
would have
after
known what was
everything is
going
all
on
said and
when
done.
it was happening,
Right.
then it would have been like, okay, like we
Mhm.
see you going through it. But now it's like after the fact, it's just like,
Okay, I mean, you didn't want to tell us before, so now it just seems forced. Like, so I don't know. Destiny needs to get her credit right. She's trying to refinance on her house. When Donnie was open and closed, Destiny been going through it. She's been having a really tough time, and it's really weighing on her. Like Destiny's like energy, like her speech, like everything is very low.
she
It's
just
very
seems sad all the time.
monotone. It's very low energy. Like she's just, you could tell, like she's at a place where she's feeling defeated. And I feel bad that her and Mel are going through what they're going through, because this is a time where you really do need your friends.
Right.
Like a divorce, like that's your person. That's your child's father. Like that was supposed to be your family unit. That was supposed to be the person that you were supposed to lean on for everything. And then you get a divorce, like if not your friends, who do you have to talk to? Like you need a therapist, you need your friends, you need
a whole community.
You need a
out here.
community. It's not easy, and Destiny is going through it for sure.
Yeah, Destiny is not really transparent. So she like we said,
we agree she's
trying,
not transparent,
but she's still not even fully
still
transparent.
It's still like
we
she's
still
like giving
don't
us
know
a
why you got
bit.
divorced. It's a lot of things we still don't know about Destiny. Her talking about her being on public assistance and going through her 401k is like the most I've ever heard about Destiny.
I would never be using my personal savings to keep my business up.
You gotta hang it up then. You gotta hang the business up.
What are you doing? My personal I don't,
because now what do you have to fall back on?
So yeah, if you can't get a loan to like sustain this business, then like listen, like you can't be just out here with no liquidity, no money. Like that's not how you do it. Like all the best business people tell you don't use your own money. Like that's like rule number 1, like top 3 rules.
CJ says, I didn't feel like he offered her any help whatsoever. Yeah, unless they edited something out, or
I didn't feel like
he was really just pretty much like, so what's the tea with you and Mel?
Ugh, these men.
Like he was,
oh my God. You saw the way he really was like, a village. Speaking of villages.
He was trying to be in the mix.
How's your village with Mel? Like, what are you talking about? Where did the village even come from? I didn't even understand the transition. Girl, what the heck is happening here?
So he tries to get the tea. She basically tells the whole, the same story she's been telling, and how Mel said Tisha was an enemy and so on and so forth. Now, this part about she goes into, her little spiel about how, I just been going through it. I've been going through it. Yeah. And I just couldn't even pick up the phone to call my friend. And in that instant, I was like, that's interesting that you say that, because you were going through a whole divorce and you didn't pick up the phone to call your friend at all and tell her about that. So that's interesting that you said that. And then, she's saying how, but Tisha was there. And I was just like,
I don't know. I don't know. Do y'all think Mel is a good friend? I mean, I don't feel like either one of them is 100% right in where they stand. I do feel like it is very, very offensive for me to be going through a full divorce. I'm telling you all these things that I'm going through. You're in it with me. You see my ups and downs. You see me crying. You see you see me mad. You see all of the things that I'm going through, and you're literally having a parallel experience, and you don't tell me anything that's going on with you.
It's weird.
Like, not even like it just does. It does
we're best
feel
friends.
Like, we're supposed to be these close friends, and it just seems really insulting that I'm trusting you with all the most inner core, softest, tenderest, sacred
parts of my life.
Yeah, parts of my life. And you're literally going through the same thing, and you're not trusting me with that for you. So I do understand why Mel is offended. I do understand why she feels slighted by that, because it does feel like an unfair exchange. And at the end of the day, you telling me about what you're going through is gonna help me. Me telling me about what I'm going through is helping you. We're helping each other. We're helping each other.
With the exception of the reason for the divorce, which again we still don't know. And I was telling Spice before that, is that maybe why you didn't want to tell why you know, you guys got divorced. Like, did it have something to do with you, girl? Were you the cause? Because that's the only reason I could think of why she didn't feel like she wanted to tell Mel, is because if she did something inappropriate or she stepped out, and then Mel would be looking at her like, oh, you're just like Martell. Other than that, I really like, what reason would you have to not tell your supposed very best friend that you're going through a divorce?
I really feel like she just wanted to stay. I feel like she wanted to stay in the marriage. Like, I feel like she didn't want to talk about it because she didn't want to leave. Like, I feel like LeBerk really put his foot down and he really, really wanted that divorce. And had he wanted to stay, she would have stayed.
Because he's the one who made the announcement.
So, yeah,
made a whole announcement on social media.
She wanted it. I don't think she wanted it. I don't think she ever got to the point of wanting the divorce. Because sometimes you could not want a divorce in the beginning, and then towards the end or whatever, the middle, whatever, and you're like, yeah, this is the best decision for both of us. But I don't think she didn't want to let it go.
When they were in the kitchen, she didn't have a problem telling Mel about how he wasn't helping taking care of their son, and he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do, and So it's just like, okay.
Because Mel had enough. Mel had 5 years of infidelity and like just a whole roller coaster. So Mel was done. Mel was through. Mel was on, I'm girl power. I'm going to do it by myself. I'm going to be a strong woman. I don't care what I have to do. If I have to dissolve these businesses. That's the type of time Mel was on. I don't think Destiny was on that type of time. And I think she felt ashamed. She felt ashamed that she wanted to stay with somebody who did not love her, who didn't want to be with her, who disrespected the heck out of her. And she still wanted to be with him. And I don't think she felt comfortable talking about it because of that. But I don't know. What do y'all think, man? Why the heck would Destiny not tell? I don't know. That's the only, well, that and maybe like she doesn't want it to be like a tit for tat. Like, you know, she started talking about it and he got to talk about it situation.
Reality show is something to think about. I think Destiny wanted boundaries when she came on the show. I mean, that may be, but it's like, if anybody's watched reality TV before, I would think, you know, like,
you gotta
9 times out of 10, if you got some tea, they're gonna want it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you don't really have much of anything going on, they're gonna be bored with you. So it was kind of like, well, why did you come on here, girl?
Yeah, it doesn't translate well. Like, it's about reality. Obviously, we don't need to know every little bit about your life, but the big stuff, like, girl, you're not even sharing the big stuff. Come on now. Next thing you know, what you got? You got more on Destiny, child? All right, we are moving on.
We done.
Next thing you know, we and Marcel and Tisha at their office. And Tisha, like I said earlier in this live, like Tisha straight up telling Marcel that Wanda's coming. She's going to be shadowing. She needs to learn about her food truck. And Marcel is just like, well, dang, Tisha, I don't think that's how it's supposed to go. And she's like, I don't care. And he's just like, well, dang, okay, you win. And she's like, I know. And I'm telling you, Tisha is like, she's really starting to get fed up, I feel. Next thing you know, Tisha finds out about Martell wanting to buy back in. I'm with Tisha 110% on everything that she's feeling.
I do think it was interesting how Tisha was like, you know, he tried to affect our marriage, but you are conveniently skipping over the fact that you and Martell were just keying it up.
Marcel, yeah.
Him about, you know, the side chick coleslaw and just how he cheated on her, ha. So that's interesting that now you don't want to do business with him because he kind of did the same thing.
Exactly. But also, I don't know if you heard her when she said, like, because she had to say it in specific words. She didn't like how he like came with the allegations about the 20 girlfriends. And then she says that he said that he was persuaded by someone else to say that. Really? He was persuaded by someone else to say the 20 girlfriends comment? Like, y'all know full and dang on well, Marcel said that on his own with his whole chest because he wanted to say that he was going to stand behind that. And he didn't want to apologize because he knows it's not a lie. Right. Like the apology was forced for a reason because he's not sorry about telling the truth. Like, I don't know. Tisha's not trying to play Marcel close. And I mean, I feel like she's right. This is the thing, though, too, that a lot of people got to realize. not only have you already been burned by this person, you've seen how he's done his own wife and children. Like, you've seen how he moves when it came to the dissolvement of that
And when things don't
marriage.
go his way,
You see how he acts when things don't go his way. You see how he lashes out on social media.
he has
You
no
see-
problem coming out with all of this extra tea and
Yes.
secret,
So the
you know.
video, whatever, tape recordings, whatever the heck the man was doing. Like, you see how he moves. So it's not even just what he did to you, it's also how he moves in other lights and in other aspects of his life. Why deal with somebody like that? Why take a chance with someone like that?
It's not worth it.
It's just not. It's just absolutely not.
The
I
part
don't-
she said about the trust is like 100%.
She's on point. I don't know why Marcel wants to even give this a try, but I don't know. Like, I feel like even whatever he has to offer, it can't be worth like having to deal with the ins and outs of like him on a daily basis and really having to factor him in to all the business decisions. He's so messy. He's so petty. And he's just like, come on. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. But girl, go off. Go
So
off.
now,
Child.
the most interesting part of the episode.
Yes. Oh, you gotta send me the clip, child.
I did.
Oh,
I see.
okay. Ooh. We gonna upload a clip, but go ahead. We can start talking.
About, you know, the conversation between Mel and Destiny. The whole conversation starts off super awkward. She's like, you
Sure
don't
did.
feel like we got a little issue? Girl, it's like, Mel, girl, you know why y'all here. Get to the point, girl. Y'all been having issues since last season. We know what's
Mhm.
going on. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, oh gosh, Marcel is hilarious. I'm so sorry. Marcel is hilarious. At this point, they have me excited to see more of Marcel's antics. He really is funny. He's like the comedic relief of the show.
I don't even think we talked about it, but when Marcel was like, "Yeah, I could go into lounges. I could go into a lounge and
maintain
the
man that I
I
am,
could be married, but still
the faithful,
be
good
around
man.
single people. Bring me to all the clubs and lounges.
Oh.
Tisha trusts me. Like, Marcel,
No,
shut
you
your
know
mouth.
good and well she don't trust you.
Oh Lord, the man is insane. Somebody get this man. Who do he belong to, child? Who do he belong to? Marcel is out of control. But we got a little
We're gonna you know, it's a bit of a long clip. We're gonna play the clip.
Reunion.
Pause.
Yep.
We're gonna play
Sorry,
the clip, pause it, talk about it, you know, get into really break this clip down. So
Yeah, Mel and Destiny really get into it. So we gonna break it down and see how it goes.
And we were at the reunion and was asked, how is your relationship now with Melody? Your response was, I don't know. I haven't talked to her since we wrapped.
Destiny, what is your friendship like with Melody now?
I'm confused because I went from talking to my girl every other day and I haven't spoken to Melody since we wrapped.
I heard that and knew that wasn't accurate. So you're making a face at me. So I'm gonna-
I do want to say that if y'all play the clip from the reunion when Destiny says that, you know, we haven't talked, Mel was like, that's it, that's true, but now it's inaccurate. So that's interesting.
No, listen.
show you, Destiny. Me being the person I am, I didn't want to call you a straight up liar on that stage because I could have. But the facts are, September 6th, you said, what's up, Mel? Mind you, you said you hadn't talked to me at all. September 7th, I said, hey, morning, on my way to the Ville, what you got up? You didn't respond. September 8th, I wrote you again, morning, rise and grind, what you up to this morning? You said, just chillaxing.
I don't even say chillaxing, so.
That's what you said. Go to it. You said, I screenshotted it.
I don't ever say chillaxing.
You said, girl. Okay, then I said, you up yet? So I guess you didn't send me this picture you either.
I did, absolutely.
This is our thread. I'm not gonna fake no thread. You sent me this picture of you out on some water and said, much needed. I said, yes, good for you, you deserve it. Then September 10th, I said, hey, making sure you're good. Don't be rude.
I'm sorry. Are y'all friends? Are y'all friends?
This is such a weird conversation. It's not even like,
my thing.
let's hash this out. It's like a showdown. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna prove you wrong, and I'm gonna show you why you was not when you you're lying about this and you're lying about that. I'm just like, yo, are y'all friends or not? Like, honestly, I don't like the way Mel is handling the situation. Mel is not coming at it like, hey, I want us to like get on the same page. I want us to get some resolve. She's just like going through like real like bossy, nasty, mean type like angle.
Now I saw a lot of comments online where people were saying, yeah, Mel, get her Mel. I like how Mel's handling this
really?
receipts in your face. Yeah, they were really saying like, oh yeah, Mel showed her. And
what are we winning though?
That I don't know. Right. It was just, and to me, I'm like, I really feel like people are forgetting the energy that Mel had with Destiny all last season. So this is just carrying over. And I think people are not paying attention to the language that she's using, where it's very tit for tat, where she's saying, well, I took time off just like Destiny did, girl. And I did this just like you did, girl. Oh, it's okay when you do it. It's okay when you do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, did you really, try to take time off for the show? Or are you doing it because you're mad she didn't tell you about the divorce?
Spiteful,
because she keeps, bringing that up. And instead of like, let's really dive into why you did not tell me about
what's the issue?
You getting divorced and what you were going through, what's really going on. Why didn't we do that, girl? Like, why didn't you feel comfortable enough to tell me that? You are like trying to, it's like she went a roundabout way. Like, well, I'm gonna stop talking to her. And then when she tries to reach out, now it's, oh, I'm just taking my time like you, girl. I'm just trying to be like you.
But why do that? Y'all sliced the watermelon. The watermelon was
exactly
sweet. Y'all act like everything, the past is the past. Everything's put away. And now it's all like, well, you didn't tell me about your divorce. If you are so upset about her not telling you about the divorce, you're valid in that.
Right.
Bring that to her. Let her know that that's what that hurt your feelings. Let her know that made you feel like you can't trust her, or you made you feel like you don't feel like she thinks that you're adequate enough for her. Whatever it made you feel.
And if you felt like, okay, I can't trust her, so let me take a step back in a friendship. You're then also valid in that, but you don't. Why not communicate with that?
Just say like, you didn't want to tell me about your divorce. I don't feel comfortable talking to you about all the ins and outs of my relationship and things that I got going on because you don't feel comfortable doing that to me. I'm about reciprocity, and apparently you're not. So I'm going to take a step back from you. Destiny would have to respect it.
Right.
But you don't want to do that for some reason.
I don't, like Spice said, I don't understand. And when they said, oh, we cut the watermelon, I said on our video, this is not the end of this conversation.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Because y'all didn't resolve anything.
You called that.
Y'all just fake acted like it didn't happen. Y'all didn't get to the bottom of why she didn't tell you about the divorce. No. Y'all just acted like y'all were friends again, sliced the watermelon, whoop-de-doo.
It's sweet.
So it's like now you see, this is like almost a year later and all of this is coming back out. And it's like, it's had time to like fester and mold and get real nasty with it.
Yep.
And look how it's coming out. Now it's not even just two friends having a conversation trying to get back to each other. It's like a battle.
Exactly.
It's a fight. It's a war.
Why? For what? Nobody's winning. Let's continue, y'all.
I'm sorry, what?
Don't be rude.
I don't think so either.
Don't be rude.
I'm sorry, what?
Don't be rude. Like you're not gonna listen. You hear these messages.
First of all, I'm grown.
You are, but don't be rude.
Don't tell me don't be rude.
Well, don't be rude.
I'm not being rude.
Okay.
My conversation was we hadn't talked, so you can read all the text messages you want.
And I will read all the text messages
You're more than welcome to, because it doesn't matter.
Okay, well, if it doesn't matter, we don't even have to have this conversation, because the fact of the matter is I allowed you to tell a falsehood and didn't correct you. Not only after that, let you run with that narrative. And then after that, when it's all said and done, me being the person I am, I'm never one to ever want to try to sway people from chilling with people, being friends with people, or none of that.
Well, you should have. If she was your enemy, you should have said that.
Well, you knew me and her relationship, and you knew the stuff that had gone on. You know all the stuff
I didn't know.
Now, I just want to point out now that, she's been telling the story this whole time, saying Mel kept saying the issue was Tisha being her enemy. And she reiterates that again. And Mel's like, you knew that. So interesting, Mel. No. Interesting.
Not okay. Like, so you sit here, you play it cool. You're super bothered by Tisha. You play it cool. that you're okay with me being her friend, you're okay with me facilitating a relationship with her. The second she says something that you don't like, now all of a sudden I can't be friends with her. Now everything switched, and then I'm supposed to know, like, just because I'm supposed to know. And then,
are you guys seeing a pattern with Mel? You're faking being okay with something, and then later it pops out and bursts out into something bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and then it's like people are only seeing part of it. Like, there's, even though she had some validity in the reason why she was upset, but the fact that it's almost like Kiki, like, we have a conversation about it, you say, okay, we're cool, forget about it, we're gonna start something new, and then you pop out with it on the other side a year later or whatever. It's like, I thought we got over this.
Yeah.
So
yep. DJ R says, I don't think they could ever be friends again.
I don't think so
maybe.
either, because
they're not
y'all are not even truly clear and honest with each other about what you guys are even upset about, or what's even really happening between you two.
There's no real resolve gonna happen. Goddess hey Goddess
hey Goddess,
she says, I don't think they ever were as close as they pretended to be. No, I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
Like,
they made it seem like they was ride or die, best friends. Like,
definitely. Hey Doja Cat girl, she says Mel was being a mean girl. I agree. I think so too.
I was telling Spice before we got on live, we were watching the scene again. I was like, can you ever imagine us talking to each other like that? Like, and we've been best friends since we were like 15, 16.
Like,
so it's like, girl, because
completely emotionally detached, not looking for any resolve, just no kind of sympathy or empathy or reason or way of trying to understand where the other person is coming from, hear them out, nothing, just attack. Very nasty, like, not okay. But you sit here, you want to buy fruit, like, girl, okay. So I'm eating the grapes. I don't know.
I mean, the grapes look good.
You've known all the stuff that
I did it. All I knew was what you and I talked about.
I still looked at you as friend. But when I stepped away and thought about, like, you know what? I would never, though, say anything negative about this girl to nobody, especially somebody I know she ain't even that cool with like that. Like, I wouldn't dare do that. That ain't right.
Well, my relationship with Tisha has definitely grown and matured over the last year. If Tisha's her enemy, then we shouldn't have been okay with us forging a friendship. You shouldn't have been promoting, oh, I'm okay with y'all becoming friends. I would never stop y'all, because if you really felt a way about it, that should have been something that your friend knew.
So here's the thing, at the end of the day, there was so much that you wanted me to be doing, saying, not doing, not saying.
What did I say to you?
Plenty. So anybody who's over here outlining my ops ain't doing that.
She do that all the time. She's so vague.
All the time.
So what did Destiny say that was negative about you? Just stuff, girl. Just things. It was a lot of things.
She called me a Virgo. No, what she say?
Scorpio.
Like, oh my God.
Also, it's Mel's kind of almost like contradicting herself. You know, she's saying that whatever, she claimed, you know, she didn't really have this big issue with Tisha. And then in the same breath, she'll be like, you knew the relationship we had. You should have known. But then you also said in the next breath, I'm not the type to stop you guys trying to foster a relationship with each other, but you should have known that was my enemy and you should have never. Which one is it?
What?
Which one is it, girl? Should she have known that was your enemy and never fostered a relationship with her? Or you would never stop her from having a friendship, and you should go ahead and have a friendship. If y'all get along, That don't have nothing to do with me. Which one is it?
Pick one, please.
And
confused. Regardless of whatever you pick, I'm a grown woman. I'm gonna do what I want. Like, if I want to be friends with her, I can.
You can't tell me, oh, I should have assumed whoop-de-whoop-whoop when you told me go ahead and have a friendship with a girl.
Goddess says, and they are quote unquote grown. Why should a grown woman Destiny base her friendships on the whims of another grown woman? Is childish to Mel. And Destiny almost says like she would have possibly changed her like decision to be friends with Tisha had Mel made a statement that I don't understand these kinds of.
Don't
like, unless the girl slept with your man, unless she hurt one of your kids, unless she slashed the tires on your car, like if she did something physically crazy, emotionally disrespectful to you, then okay, I see where you're coming from. But if I'm in the same group as her, friend group as her, and we're all together and we're cordial and we're going on Vegas trips with her, like I don't understand what's the issue.
And you claim that y'all started this new chapter and y'all are cool, and you're telling me, no, girl, hey, girl, no, if you feel like you want to start a friendship with her, that's fine. I would never stop you from being her friend.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, the only thing that I understand where Mel is coming from is like, don't discuss me. Be friends with her, but don't discuss me. And that's it. I get that part. But everything else is just like
a lot of contradictions, a lot of hypocrisy.
Exactly.
Ain't being a village for me. I'm gonna be 100 with you. When I'm on the phone with you and you on the phone talking about, oh, girl, this your ex beeping in. He done already said y'all talking every day. You on the phone with me.
That's a damn lie.
You on the phone with me
now
talking about that's not
I do
a
not
lie.
talk to Martell. If
I don't know if he talks to you every day. I said he said, but I do know.
But you know better than that.
No, I don't. You've told me he's pulled up at your house, Martell. But why are you talking to somebody who's trying to go on social media?
That part pissed me off. That part pissed me off. So now all of a sudden Martell says something and you believe it. It's the truth. It's 100%. His word is bond.
He's never been a liar, girl.
But
he never said anything to try to get you upset or get you mad or make you feel some type of way.
How you let Martell gaslight you, Mel? How you let Martell gaslight you like that, girl? Like he literally said that to you to piss you the hell off. Talking about, well, me and Destiny talk every day, knowing after the reunion that y'all was at odds. Why the hell? What? Come, Mel. Really? That's why Destiny's like, you know that's a dang lie. You know who your ex is.
Not to
why
mention,
you falling for that?
I met you through him. He was my friend first.
So what you got a problem with me talking to him? Because you sure as heck didn't have a problem with me being your referee.
And being in the middle and going hard.
You said if Destiny is not coming on this trip, I am not going. I need somebody to be a referee between me and Martell. So when she was doing the dirty work for you, it was okay
for her to be
but
talking to him.
Now she can't be talking to him, and he airs your dirty laundry out on social media. And why would she be cool with somebody like that? Everybody is cool with him. Everybody knows him. Everybody still has a relationship with him.
Last season, even though you and Destiny still were beefing a little bit, and y'all relationship was rocky, and he pulled up to Madani and was talking to her, and she was going in on him.
Oh yeah,
saying how you're disrespecting Mel, you're not doing right by her. She's too much woman for you, and she was defending you. You didn't have a problem with her talking to Martell then, but now all of a sudden. She's doing it's oppish behavior. You're talking to all my ops. You're just ops.
Like he was.
Now you're calling Tisha your op and all.
He was your ex-husband last season when y'all went to Vegas and you said you wanted Destiny to come on the trip.
So
you and Tisha wasn't on the best of terms when you was there to celebrate her 15th anniversary / vow renewal. And now all of a sudden Destiny is effing with the ops. Like, girl, what?
It's
confused. Not right. It's not right how she like gets to like switch the narrative and all of a sudden Destiny is supposed to switch with it. Like, that's not fair. Hey KB. KB says Mel cut off Destiny's husband because of the crap he was doing to her. I didn't know. I mean, honestly, we don't even know
what he was doing.
Yeah, like, we don't what happened in that relationship. Like
what you know, KB, tell us the tea. Because I don't know anything about LeBaric or what he did to her, or if him and Mel had a friendship, or I know nothing of such thing.
Listen, seriously, DJ, where
Pinot Grigio?
Where am I at?
Okay,
I need
pour
some
me
of that.
That's what we should have had. Next time we're gonna come in here with some wine.
We coming with some wine next time. You got the right idea. KB says she blocked him. All right. Well, I mean,
but did they have a similar situation? Like, did she? You know what I'm saying? They have a very specific situation where that was my friend. Then y'all got married. I met. You through him, we fostered a friendship, and then I'm defending you all this time when he's not doing right by you. I'm going in on him and telling him he's wrong and trying to get him to, be a better husband, be a better father.
Absolutely.
So
she always had Mel's back, and now all of a sudden, she's talking to him every. I don't like
now
the
you think
insinuation.
You're trying to make it seem like they're creeping or. So I was just defending you so hard, and
and then I'm going to try and
get with him
with Martell. Girl, I thought that is so insulting. I'm sorry. Goddess M is saying Mel and Martell give the same energy. They cannot be trusted and will turn on you at the drop of a dime. You ain't lying.
They really are. They're more alike,
similar
than in certain aspects.
To admit.
Yeah,
they're definitely right. Let's try and finish this clip. It's a long one, y'all. We're sorry. Let's go.
And dog me and pretty much kill me out every single day.
If you had a problem with it, you should have said it.
I ain't got to verbally say that. It's coming down sense.
Talk to
Your ex
Martell.
can't reach out to me about anything. You know why? Because of my loyalty to you, and people, despite them wanting to paint this narrative of what kind of friend they think I am, and then you know what kind of friend I am. And again,
And you as well.
The reality of it is girl code, Melody has always been put first. But at the end of the day, I knew Martell first. So that would be like all the friends that I know vicariously through him, I would have to ask him to cut off because I'm now divorced. It just doesn't work that way. I mean, we're not in high school anymore. We should be able to have adult relationships and separate the two.
in the same instance, when we sat up together, all of us, and a comment was made, I just don't think Mel knows how to be a good friend, because when she's going through things, then she comes around, and when she's not, she's not.
I think when Mel needs you, you're there for her, but then when she get it together, then she's too busy.
Would you say that's true, Destiny?
I don't know, because I don't know. I just don't know where we are.
You could have chimed in at any moment and said, nah, let me be clear, Mel has been a damn good friend to me. Like,
That's between y'all. That's
I don't know how Mel expects Destiny to defend her. Like, if I don't know where our friendship is, and I'm trying to figure out what ground we stand on, how can I jump out the window and be like, she would never do such a thing? It's like, I don't think Destiny really said anything wrong. It was just really like, I don't know, girl. I really don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on between me and her. So I'm not here to answer these types of questions. Like, that was Tisha's statement. I can't confirm or deny whatever. I don't even know where we're at right now.
Like, so now all of a sudden Mel wants you to like say, no, she's the best friend ever. Meanwhile, I'm trying to talk to you about Tiffany being a psychopath, and you're looking at me like I got 4 heads. So what are you talking about, Mel? It's like you want something for nothing,
right? Like you want her to go so hard for you, but when she was having issues with Tiffany being wild disrespectful, discussing her divorce at her birthday party and doing all this crazy stuff, you just was like, I don't know, girl. I don't know nothing.
I guess just have a talk with her.
I don't know.
About it.
I gotta figure. I can't understand why y'all
After
not getting
all of
along.
After all of that, you just all she got was being called aggressive. Like,
right. And then you gaslit her and told her she was aggressive, and she basically really didn't even have a reason to be upset when she really did.
So now all of a sudden,
but now you want her to jump in front of a bullet for you.
Yeah, Tisha says she's not a good friend, and she's supposed to like be like, no,
how dare you? Don't talk about my friend.
Oh my goodness. Hey, Ebony. Hey, girl. Hey. She says, Mel stayed with Martell for 5+ years while he literally humiliated her and drug her all up and through Huntsville. You ain't lying. While all up and through the Huntsville streets, while Destiny had her back over her own friend she knew first. You right.
I've seen, if you go to the YouTube clip, you will see all up and down and through the comments, people be like, yeah, get her Mel, get her Mel, get her Mel, yeah, and I'm just like,
so weird to me.
Am I the only one who
Destiny had Mel's back? Like, a lot.
Now I will say it's interesting the text messages, because the way Destiny said it was kind of like they hadn't communicated at all, not text, not call, nothing.
Destiny
so it's like I don't know why Destiny was like, I don't know, I haven't talked to her. Like, it's like, okay, y'all were having some form of communication, girl.
They
like, y'all
talking on the
right.
same level,
I do understand that, like, because me and Spice talk pretty much every day. So if all of a sudden it was just like she just stopped, like we stopped calling each other, I'll be like, okay, like, girl, I didn't talk to you. Like, I would have said the same thing, like, okay, but I haven't talked to her. Like,
yeah.
But it's like, you did have some form of communication, girl. Y'all were speaking.
We were texting, so yeah, we got to give Mel a half a point for that one. KB says, hold on. KB says, just like girlfriends talk about their relationships to each other, Mel and Destiny talk about their marriage. Mel didn't talk about her marriage because she didn't want, I think you meant Destiny didn't talk about her marriage because she didn't want Mel to say nothing. It's possible. It's possible.
And that's what some Spice was saying earlier. She thinks that Destiny didn't want to speak up because she still wanted to stay.
Yeah.
And it was probably some stuff she might have told Mel before.
Her out of staying,
or
try and give her some empowerment. And sometimes people are just not ready to hear those kinds of things.
Sometimes people want to be stupid. Like, they want to stay in the stupidness and they're comfortable with that.
It's true.
Y'all, but that's
about y'all relationship.
So that's between us. You go and talk to her in your room about me after that.
And you are a friend of mine, and you stand outside of a room and listen through the door.
I knocked on door.
But you
after I heard the
listened.
conversation,
You
and I
listened.
knocked on the door.
That's a real friend.
No, it sure was because
Okay.
I was in my room packing my stuff. I didn't even know your room was next to me.
You were in the room next to me the night prior
I
to.
was.
So you didn't hear my aunt in there talking
didn't hear
loud about
nothing.
you
I
and
didn't hear
saying that
nothing.
I need to be careful with you as a friend
I
and
ain't
I'm
heard
defending
nothing.
you. You didn't
I
hear
ain't
that.
heard nothing.
But you heard that
I
conversation.
sure did.
Okay.
Somebody who I'm deeming as a friend, someone who I'm looking at as a sister. The
That right?
expectation is I was.
You looked
The
at me as a
expectation-
sister?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
you
And
take
that's why
some
when I
time
saw
real
you
easy
talking
then.
about it, turns easy when I hear somebody talk about me with
You
a
know
friend
I
of
was
me.
talking.
With a
sorry.
frenemy.
You know, it's interesting how when I'm trying to make a point, you're my sister. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like because Mel is trying to make a point about how she feels so betrayed. That was her friend, that was her sister. But last season, she couldn't get you to care about Tiffany pretty much verbally assaulting her at every chance to save her life. Like, you couldn't give two craps about that. But now all of a sudden she's your sister. Like, it's just really convenient. It's really convenient.
really is.
Like how people do things like that. I just always find that interesting. Because that seems like your sister. Since when?
I was your sister last season, girl.
Like you just cut me off without saying anything. You didn't communicate to me that you needed a break, that you was gonna pull away, nothing like that. But I'm your sister. Oh, okay, go
Child,
on.
Goddess M, who you telling? Because it's nothing worse than a wasted plate. I'm gonna eat my food regardless. The way they got up and walked out at the end, I would still been sitting there eating. I was like, okay, bye, girl. But this paid for it, right? Oh, okay. Let me.
The way my emotions set up when somebody really hurts my feelings and I'm really in my feelings and y'all and you got me arguing and you could tell Destiny feels defeated and she's really hurt.
Take it to go.
Yeah, I gotta take it to go. I ain't eating. I'm not gonna eat none. I promise you, I ain't gonna eat because I can't. Like stuff that's terrible. Mel is doing, but Mel is tearing it
And
up.
then it's like the smugness and the being condescending and
Mel's still eating though. She don't.
Me.
You
Okay,
already know what
Destiny.
it is. You can paint.
No,
it
I
how
don't
you-
know what it
Well, if you
is.
had a problem with it when we left brunch, why
Let's
you didn't
talk
say
about
it?
it.
Yeah.
So whenever
let's
we
do it.
had brunch, you said I was talking about you because I was in my feelings about not hearing and talking to you. Your words. And I
Never.
said you were talking.
No, that's
Oh,
not what I
Lord.
said. I said I
Okay,
got on a
Destiny.
plane and I said I felt bad that you thought that I was talking about you. Did
That's
I not
what-
say that?
that's
And
what
you
you
looked at me and you
text.
said, "Aw," and I said,
That's-
"Don't do that."
that's what
that
you-
condescending melody. Aw,
There's no
you
condescending.
I'm sorry, but
Y'all
that's a
not
melody
gonna sit- Y'all
trademark.
not gonna sit up here and lie.
That
Act
is a-
like Mel don't do that.
That is
all
a Mel
the
trademark. She just
time.
did it with Tiffany last week on the episode.
Aw.
Oh, you broke his heart.
So condescending. Like that is Mel all the time. Like that condescending. Oh, okay. And she throws this voice on, and it's just like, girl,
And
are
that's
you
why
a
it's
real
like,
person?
if I don't mess with somebody, I literally don't want to be around you. I don't even want to look at your face.
No.
Okay, I'm not.
All the time.
I can't not never. Spice said it last week. I can't fake kick it with you.
No.
So if you really feel that bad about them, girl, why are you hanging out with these people? Why didn't you just make it known and just be like, well, I don't.
Mel, I still feel like Mel doesn't have it in her. Like her plate is full, her cup is full, whatever, her vault is full. Like the emotional capacity is not there to care about anybody else but what she got going on in herself. I feel like she's in survival mode right now. So I don't know.
You felt
I'm
bad.
not condescending. I'm not condescending. Don't put that narrative
You
out
did.
there.
And
You're
then
aggressive.
I said-
Well, you're aggressive.
Lord,
That
have
I
mercy.
know. He's having mercy. Her character
Yes,
that I
he
know
is.
her is too. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna let you.
He's having mercy.
Child, and that's the end of that, child. It's just
It's a lot.
It's like y'all said, I don't think they're gonna be able to come back from this. And I don't think that, I feel like Destiny wanted to find some resolve, but Mel completely just taking no accountability, kind of like not addressing whatever the real issue was. It's like, how can we ever get to a resolve or get to an understanding if you won't even tell me what's the real problem?
Because you're not telling her that you still have an issue with her not telling you about the divorce. She still never even got the resolve from you not backing her with the Tiffany situation.
Yep.
Now y'all have a whole new situation on your hands with this whole
Tisha.
we weren't talking, Tisha, frenemy, enemy situation.
And Martell now
like,
too.
It's like
me
so,
talking to Martell is
so many more layers being added onto this situation. And then I don't know if you guys saw it, but Destiny posted her receipt text messages where it was basically like text messages her sending to Mel and Mel not responding. And she was also saying that at one point in the conversation, she didn't even have Mel's text. She didn't even have Mel's number. Like Mel had to text her, like she had to text her like, "Oh, my bad, girl. Yeah, I got a new number." Da, 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 da. So she was like, "That's how you know we weren't talking, because I didn't even have a phone number for the longest." Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even able to communicate with her. I'm sending messages to a number that's not even in service.
Dang.
So, you know, she was like, "It's funny how you skipped over those text messages." And I don't know, you know, I don't know how Destiny responds. To me, Destiny kind of seems like a person that at a certain point she kind of checks out.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's kind of what happened with this conversation. Once she realized like the tone of Melody's voice and like how the conversation was going, she probably just like,
it's not going nowhere.
I'm not gonna.
It's not gonna.
Because now we're gonna have a back and forth showdown. I'm gonna pull out my phone. We gonna text me. Maybe that's what she should have did. I don't know. But at the end of the day, like you say, I don't think they're gonna be able to come back from this. It's like too much going on right now.
Yeah.
And there's too much, like nobody has a clear head. Everybody's like, you know, all in their feelings. So it's not really an emotionally they're not in a place where they can get to a resolve.
Yeah. And it's like, if y'all keep talking around the issue instead of actually attacking the issue, where the resolve gonna come from? Like, seriously, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yes, Chad.
Right here. Ebony says you could tell Mel is Van's only child because she is spoiled and everything revolves around her. She even
you know what?
Not the wig.
Yeah.
She do got a wig that look like that. She looks just like her mama. She do favor Van in that scene. You're right. I didn't think about that. If y'all are in the chat, hit the like button for us. Please do. Please do.
And subscribe, turn your notifications on so you know when we going live.
Yes, please.
I know the schedule's all over the place. Okay, we working. We trying to get it together.
Ooh, KB says that in Carlos's live, he said that Mel is not going to lie about text messages. Listen, I don't know, man. I don't think she lied about the text messages, but she definitely started in a place of the text messages to fit her narrative of what she wanted us to see.
Because if Destiny can also show messages that fits her narrative, it's like, okay, now what do we do? Like, where are we going with this?
You started from September 6th. Well, let's go to August and then we'll see how the conversation was like there.
And Destiny's conversations were also from August, the screenshots that she showed.
Yeah,
and she was saying, okay, girl, if you felt this way and you felt like I was an enemy and Tisha was your enemy and stuff, then you know, like, why did you text me your number? And, you know, so on and so forth. So she was like, if we really had beef, like, you had an opportunity to bring it up. And, you know, when I was reaching out to you, you could have responded, but you didn't. So
it's the same. I don't know. Tisha and Mel are really like alike in this way. Like, they don't want to be high school with the stuff, but ultimately, like, that's where they take it. Like, they carry those feelings like, oh, if I'm not friends with her, I don't want you to be friends with her. And it's just like, that's just not going to work. Like, I don't understand. It's not going to work. KB said, I wasn't a fan of Mel in the beginning, but I call a spade a spade. I agree. I agree with you there. Like, you know, like with all of them, they could be right one day and wrong the next. Like, so, hey, like at the end of the day, she went through a horrible thing and I'm happy that she was able to get out of it. But a lot of her ways and the way she moves and thinks and like, I'm not too much a fan of it. Like, I do feel like Mel has a lot of growth and healing that still needs to be done. I feel like she's a still very, very hurt person. And until she does the correct amount of healing, she's not going to be able to be better.
Destiny lied to Maurice about not having a PPP loan.
I can't imagine why she wouldn't have gotten a PPP loan.
She needed it.
Yeah, and she had a business. So she lied, and I could see that because those PPP loans was hitting, like, and you needed it too. Like, come on now. I can't see you not applying for one of those.
I don't know why she would lie about it though.
She said, I guess she said, like, when she said the assistance thing, and he said, "What you mean PPP?" She was like, "No, I'm talking about like real."
Oh, so maybe she wasn't she meant like, no, that's not what I'm talking about. Like, not no, I absolutely did not get a PPP loan.
Yeah, like I don't think she said no, I didn't get a PPP. She more was like, "That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to let you know I was on that real government assistance for a little bit."
Stamp.
Right. Oof, rough.
The blogger went bad on her and pulled it up.
Ooh. Oh Lord. Goddess M said the PPP loan wouldn't stop her from needing public assistance. See, man, I wish I got a PPP. I don't know. Y'all should, but one of y'all should have.
I heard people was getting locked up though.
Oh, they getting locked up now. Okay,
so I heard.
Nah, I need my freedom. Never mind.
Definitely need my freedom.
No, but yeah, I don't know. Mel and Destiny, I don't think they're gonna be able to come back from it. And now that she done threw Martell in it, now Destiny's gonna go and tell Martell probably that Mel think we got something going on. I just that's too messy for me.
Super messy.
I can't do it. Thank you guys for being here again. If you are in the chat, definitely hit the like. Give us a comment if you're catching the replay. Follow us on all of our social media, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that notification bell. And we look forward to seeing all of you guys in the next video. Bye.
Have a great week.
You all have a good one. Thanks for hanging with us tonight. See ya.
Good morning.
Good energy.
Today we gon' spread
Good energy.
Today we gon' share
Good energy.
I go to work.
Today gon' be a great day.
Good
Wake
energy.
up, thank God, drink water, meditate.
Good
First
energy.
5 minutes will dictate your whole day.
Good
All
energy.
about that positivity and raising up your frequency.
Good
If you
energy.
negative, you will get removed immediately.
Good
Say
energy.
eat clean, alkaline.